haven't you heard of First Nollywood TV?
Home of Nollywood movies.
Subscribe now.
First Nollywood TV. Don't touch that.
Thomas, I know that you're not particularly a fan of my brother. But I also know that you're fast in the palace to speak on anything that happens. Why is the prince angry?
He is planning to weaken the king with sentiments. And I can tell you, it's not going to work.
I heard he arrived late in the meeting and the king walked him out.
Yes, you are right, my princess. And he locked himself up in his chamber. Refused to eat anything just to waken the king. It's not going to work because the king is very angry.
Is it still about the meeting? Why is the king so mad?
The private investigator the king hired has confirmed to the king that the prince maintains presidential suites in 2 different hotels in town. Yes.
That's a lie. Who told you that?
It is not a lie, my princess. Haven't you heard? It has been confirmed that the prince has slept with more than 80 women in the past 1 year. Is it more than 80? More than 100 now, who knows? And that is an irresponsible life for a prince like that. The king is very angry. I mean angry. Yes.
80 women? How is that even possible?
My princess, I won't lie to you. The king is very angry. Maybe you can come and talk to the king yourself instead.
Are you sure that this is all that we need?
Yes, my princess.
And you're sure that we have other things?
Yes, my princess.
Very well then. Let me run along.
My princess.
What is it?
My princess. Please. I really think you should reconsider your idea of going to the supermarket yourself. I mean, it's our duty. And if the king should find out, all hell will be let loose. Please.
Grace, I have been doing this, so let me do it, okay?
I know, my princess. But we have strict orders and rules. Especially since the king fired some servants for letting you do as you please. Please, let me do this. Or better still, call the supermarket and have them deliver the stock to us.
Grace, you don't have to worry, okay? Listen, I promise you I will take full responsibility of whatever comes out from this. Okay?
Princess.
It is fine.
Oh. How else will I explain this to her? Oh God, she's gonna get me into trouble.
Good afternoon, Father.
Good afternoon, Princess. I take it that you drove out alone again today.
Yes, and like always, I am back home safe and sound without any scratch.
That does not mean you will be safe all the time. Did you have any troubles at the supermarket?
About that, Your Majesty.
Yes. He told me. I would never be quite fond of that. Never. Sit. My princess, the more you expose yourself to this unfavorable environment, the more prone you get to hurting yourself. And that is what I do not like.
Father, are you going to punish them?
I am supposed to. They should know better than to flout my orders. See, my daughter, the money I will pay for ransom is not my problem. The problem is they might hurt you, they might rape you, or even kill you. That's what worries me and gets on my nerves.
Father, who are you talking about?
The kidnappers. The kidnappers that will kidnap you when you keep going out alone without respecting my orders. They flouted my orders. And yes, they will be punished.
Please, Father. Father, please do not punish them. It was on my insistence, please.
Just this once. Just this one time, my princess. You have been very smart enough all these days. But it ends today. Flouting my orders, they'll be punished. But they won't be lucky next time.
Thank you, Father. Thank you so much.
What is it?
You know what you should do? You should stop worrying. I know you're trying your best to carry the weight of not just this family, but also the kingdom on your shoulders. But please, once in a while, you should take some rest. Please.
Patronizing me will not solve the problem, princess. This discussion is not over.
Your Majesty.
What again?
Welcome to being your old self. I have really missed you. See you later in the day.
Princess.
Hello, people.
Good morning, my princess.
Good morning. How was your night?
Very well, my princess.
Very well then. So what are we preparing for breakfast?
My princess, did I hear you say we?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, my princess, but there is no us preparing breakfast. My princess, she's right. You can't be here.
Why can't I be here?
This is the kitchen. You don't belong here at all.
Says who? Listen, I am here so we'll prepare breakfast together. Do you have a problem with that?
My princess, don't you understand? You can't be here. His Majesty will have our heads if he finds you in the kitchen.
Listen, His Majesty is still in his chamber, okay? And I don't think he'll be out till the next couple of hours. So, let us prepare something.
My princess, this is not right.
What is not right? Me being here or you not letting me do what I want to do?
My princess, I beg you. Don't make this harder than it is for us already. You being in the kitchen alone without touching anything is enough for the king to have our heads. Please.
Listen, the king will not have your heads. Like I said, His Majesty is still in his chamber, okay? So whatever we want to do now remains between the three of us. How we do it, how we prepare it, and how we eat it, okay? So, let's go. What is the...
My princess, the prince is coming. And if he finds you here, we will be fired. He's coming.
The prince is the issue in this palace.
How is it the issue?
He do not know much about.
Leave. Say leave.
What are you doing? You almost injured me.
How long do you intend putting this up?
Putting what up?
Oh, don't play dumb with me. Why are you playing with fire? Why are you endangering the lives of these maidens? What do you think father will do to them if he finds out what you've been doing with them since the last couple of months?
And who is going to tell him? Who?
Are you kidding me right now? You sound as if you don't know our father. That man is a wizard. That man knows everything, every move. Imagine a man telling me the number of women I've been with, something I don't even know. And how do you think that man would not know everything you do?
Talking about the number of girls you've been with, why don't you tell me? How many?
But this is not about me, so don't even try to change the topic. Listen, I really don't understand the obsession you and father have about royalty, because you guys act as if life depends on it.
Well, it does. You and I are the head of affairs in this kingdom. All eyes are on us, and we ought to uphold a bit of respect everywhere, especially within the palace.
Wow, that just come out from you. That's very rich. Coming from you.
Look, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite here. You are the one who has been making all the headlines.
But I am still not the one trying to get innocent maidens fired. Have you forgotten what happened in this palace a few months ago? You want it to repeat itself? Listen, all I am saying is stop endangering the lives of those maidens. Stop trying to do things that will get them off their jobs. That's all I'm asking you. Is that what you want?
Drew, all I am doing is what I love doing. I'm not trying to get anyone fired.
Listen, if you value these maidens as much as you say, then you will do everything to make them keep their jobs and not lose it. Do not make decisions that will make them lose their job. Are we clear on that?
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Greetings, Chief Onaz. Please sit.
You sounded very worried. And I start wondering, what troubles my king?
You are absolutely right, Chief Onaz of Oronto Kingdom. I am worried. That's why I sent for you.
And I can actually make a guess, Your Majesty.
You and I already know who.
Your Majesty, you have to take things easy with Prince Andrew. As I told you before, he's going to come around.
For how long is this supposed to continue, Chief Onaz? I remember the last time you told me to leave him, that if I do not disturb him for a while, that he will eventually come around.
Yes.
But it has continued. Nothing has changed. What am I supposed to do? I cannot continue to condone this.
But Your Majesty...
Onaz, I have lost the little bit of patience that I have for him. Something needs to be done. I can't condone it anymore.
Your Majesty, you are sounding... Are you planning on doing something?
Yes, I am. What it is that I want to do, I do not know. But I want to take the best decision in the interest of this family and this kingdom. That was why I called you, because I know that you were my late son's best friend and that you have the interest of his children at heart. I just don't know that you have also shown me that you have their interest at heart. So I want you to suggest to me what I must do. What do I do to remedy this situation?
Your Majesty, to avoid this thing interfering with your health, don't you think you shouldn't be bothering yourself about all these things?
Onaz, understand that the name of this family is at stake, and I must do something to uphold the honor of this family. I will not condone this anymore. Not anymore.
Well, if you are soliciting for an advice from me, I think the best way we can solve this problem is to send him on a vacation.
Vacation?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Why? Someone that is already so loose, he has gone haywire. You want to give him the kind of liberty that will make him become worse?
Contrary to what you think, Your Majesty, sending him on vacation will actually make him to come back to his senses. You know, by the time he is forced out of Oronto Kingdom with the specific instruction that he must not step his legs into Oronto Kingdom without becoming a changed man, he will be forced to change immediately, Your Majesty. Don't you think?
I think I see some point in what you're suggesting.
Your Majesty, you know, I have already promised myself that I will always give you the best of advice.
Always, Your Majesty. That's
The prince. Oh, what do we have here? Chief Onaz, the man of the people, the man that supersedes every other man in this kingdom.
Don't you think that is too much name for just one man?
Not at all. There is no name too much for a man as deserving as you.
Well, I'm privileged.
You can say that again, Chief Onaz. It appears you came to see my father.
Yes, I came to have an important discussion with him. That's why I'm here.
I hope there is no problem.
Not at all. Everything is fine.
Okay, if I'm not asking too much, can you tell me what was discussed with the king?
I am not supposed to tell you that. The king will brief you himself.
Unfortunately, the king and I are not in good terms, so I'm not sure he wants to speak to me anytime soon.
Well, no matter how angry he is at you, I am certain there is nothing stopping him from saying goodbye at least. I don't think I was supposed to tell you that.
Chief Onaz, you just said something about goodbye. What goodbye are you talking about?
Andrew, I think I've said so much already. Have a wonderful day.
Chief Onaz, you just said something. Chief Chief Onaz. Man of the people. Chief Onaz. What goodbye are you? What goodbye is he talking about? What goodbye is he talking about? You mind telling me why I need a fareway from you?
What are you talking about?
It appears you have plans made already. What are they?
Andrew, I am not discussing anything with you until I am ready.
You mean until my papers are ready? It won't take up to 48 hours. Father, please start talking.
Andrew, I am not just your king. I am your father. And you will watch the tone of your voice when you address me. When I say I do not want to discuss something, then I do not want to discuss it. And you will do nothing but to absolutely respect that.
So, Father, you think that I would just sit and wait for the time you would want to talk about it? Better still come up with the first statement. Goodbye. Come on, Father. Have I not asked for forgiveness? Yes, I wronged you. I know I misbehaved. I did a whole lot of things to you, but I have said sorry. I have apologized. Why can't you forgive me?
I want to be left alone. Now. I told you, didn't I? I told you that I will make it happen. You never believed me, right? But now it's happening as I said. Listen, that useless king trusts me absolutely. He believes I have the interest of those useless kids at heart. I am biting him. And I am biting him so badly. That king will never be able to understand how the ants that are biting him actually crawled into the bed. You don't need to bother yourself. I am the one that is doing what I am supposed to be doing. I just want to ensure that that useless boy has boarded a flight out of this kingdom. And then I am going to execute what I have planned already. I just want you to keep faith your side and allow me to do what I am doing this end. That won't happen at all, Basio. Listen, calm down. All of us, we are going to have that which we desire. Trust me on this. Yeah, I trust you. I know. We are all doing... Listen to me. I know you are going to call me, and I am expecting your call. But be rest assured that it is going to work according to our plan. Basio the Anointed.
Wait! Let me be sure I heard you well. You're sending me away?
You heard me right, son. You need that vacation so that you will have the opportunity to go and reinvent yourself.
Father, isn't that too much? I know he's been nothing but trouble, but sending him out of this kingdom to a very far place, do you really think that will solve anything?
My dear princess, I have taken a decision as king. It cannot be reversed.
Why do you hate me this much? Why are you so mean to me?
The decision I took is for you. For us as a family. And indeed, for the kingdom. I don't know if you know how much of a disaster you are.
All right. You've said yours. And let me tell you mine. I am not going anywhere.
I am not asking you if you are going. I am telling you what you must do. And let me tell you, it is done already.
Exactly what I said. It appears no one likes me around here. Everyone hates me. What beats my imagination is that my father hates me even more.
Oh, come on, stop. I get irritated when you sound like this. The king loves you. He doesn't hate you. He's your father. Understand that fact. But I don't understand why he will want to do something he will regret in future. So, what do you intend to do? Are you leaving?
What kind of ridiculous question is that? Leave to where? Listen, son. I am fighting this.
Are you aware that will amount to defying the king's order?
Define my father, you mean? Because that's the man I know before I knew him as a king. I can't just live like that, Sam. Yes, I know I like things like this. I love life and I love crazy things, but it's time for me to be responsible. Enough of my stupidity.
And the question is, what do you intend to do? Because if you are out to defy the king's order, then you must have a plan. What exactly is your plan?
Sam, I don't have any plan. What do you suggest I do?
Well, I think you have to let the king know that you don't have to be as wise and meticulous as he is. But you just have to strive to be the best that you can be.
How do you propose I do that?
Good. Have you ever thought about delving into the financial business of this palace?
Excuse me?
I mean the Royal Oil Corporation. I think the time has come for you to get involved so that you will understand how it is run. Very soon the reins of power of this kingdom will be transferred to you. And you just have to learn the business of this family, learn the ropes of the business, so that you can know how to run not just the kingdom, but the business equally. What do you have to say?
I think you have a point there.
Of course I do have a point.
The question here is, will my father succumb?
Well, Andrew, he's your father. And I think you're in the best position to talk to him.
Father, I know you're angry and your anger is justified. But you can't just send him away, please.
I know, my daughter. But the decision I took is for his own good.
For his own good? Sending your flesh and blood to another man's land? Do you really think this will solve the problem? He's only going to go there and turn worse.
No, he wouldn't.
You don't know that. Father, he is my brother and I can read him like a book. I know you think you're doing the right thing, but trust me, you're sending him to a road of no return. Please, Your Majesty, you can punish him differently, please.
My daughter, do you think you know how I feel sending him away? Do you? You and your brother are the only ones I have left of my late son and his wife. Whatever decision I have taken is for his own good. Trust me, my daughter. He will thank me by the time he comes back from this vacation. But this is for his own good. Trust me.
Drew, what's up?
You're awake. You're supposed to be sleeping by now.
I have some things to do and I need your assistance. So I went to your room to check if you're there, but I could not find you there. So I decided to check around the house and here you are.
You shouldn't be walking around by this time. It's good to go to bed early. It's good for your health.
And you should learn to drink little. It is good for your health.
2 of this can even knock me off.
Want to take away what belongs to me. Okonkwo, many day and night I find hard to believe what I see.
Drew, I know you so well. Something is wrong. You look so withdrawn. What is the problem? Is this something I can help you with?
You think Mom will be disappointed in the man that I have become?
You mean partying, drinking, and going around with different women? Mom did not give birth to such a man.
But the way you have listed it out, it's quite obvious she'll be very disappointed in me. I'll tell you the truth, sis. Yes. I like women a lot. But at first they were meant for distractions. I just wanted to use them to suppress all that I'm going through. But unfortunately, it has eaten way deep into me. I do not know how to get out. I do not know what else to do.
So, what about you try something new for a change? I mean, you can focus more on the corporation. That is a better distraction, you know. Don't you think so?
Are you having something to do with Sam?
Excuse me?
Because your advices are heading towards the same direction. So I'd ask you again. Are you having something to do with my pot-belly lawyer friend?
Well, it's good to know that someone thinks beyond the box of the crown prince. Well, that's by the way. What are your plans? What do you want to do?
I don't know where to start. This ain't also Nabia. Ghana.